You could tell a woman is sexy by her laugh. You see Kamala Harris's laugh? That's a lady who knows what the fuck she's doing, you know? Middle of her speech talking about coconut trees and shit. We do not all exist. Give
it up for Matthew Arevalo!
You guys seem real fucking cool. You guys do drugs? Yeah. I guess not. All right. I was finding out. You do drugs, brother? No? All right, yeah, I love ketamine too. I love this crowd. You guys are staring at me like I'm the janitor's son. Hey, everybody. I'm a professional stand-up comedian. Yeah, man, I've been doing it for a few years. I started as a teenager. I wanted to break the cycle as Latino of ruining your life early. I can say that because my mom had me when she was 15. Okay, very white people reaction from you guys. I'm not gonna lie. That got super uncomfortable. You guys looked at me like it was my baby. That was crazy. You guys all look disappointed in me and shit. I thought we had a rapport going with the ketamine shit. You guys made me feel uncomfortable. It's not that bad having a teenage mom. Just share a lot of shit growing up. School bus, homework answers, shit like that. That's obviously not true. We didn't share those things. We did have the same pediatrician though. That is not a joke. Dr. Gonzalez was a great guy. I don't know. We're so close in age, but she's still my mom, and she'll say like typical mom things, but they don't work because the age gap's just not there. Like she'll look at me and she'll be like, Matthew, are you gonna take care of me when I'm old? I'm like, Mom, who's gonna take care of us when we're old? Right now, it looks like we're both screwed, all right? Fucking Dad left the both of us. All right, you guys all have your dads. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man, get a feel for the crowd. You don't have to feel that bad. My dad did leave. My mom did get remarried to a white guy too. So I'm not trying to brag or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Moving on up, hey. Oh man, dude, we got one. You know. I wish that was the case. The truth is, my mom married a white guy from the Bronx. Yeah, I know. I was furious. I didn't even know they made those. I was so mad. I was like, you married the only broke white guy in New York, Mom, what the fuck? So I guess that's what I was raised by, poor Latino and poor white. I know there's only one difference in the culture, cooking. I think everyone can agree. Because poor Latino people know how to cook everything, whereas like poor white people only know how to cook meth. And like chicken parm. I did that joke in Cleveland one time. You guys ever been to Cleveland before? Nice. A lot of poor whites out there. And I did that joke after a show, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. They got very uncomfortable, actually. One of them confronted me after the show. They were like, listen here, brother. You should be saying mac and cheese instead. Yeah, I was like, that's not the part you should be offended by, dog. But that's what was, like, chicken parm was what was foreign to him. He was like, don't compare me to no Italians. Oh, man, they do meth out there. It's rough. I can't imagine. No, I'm being so serious. I cannot imagine being a white kid from Cleveland, you know? Because when you're white, you're born and you're basically born like, this is mine, you know? But I mean, you guys know. But, you know, what if you're doing that in Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? In a fucking trailer park? I would hate my father. I would be like, yo, how'd you fuck up every opportunity to get rich since, like, slavery? I don't understand. This shit is terrible, man, you know? If I was a poor white kid from Cleveland, I'd do some crazy shit. I'd do something irrational. Shit, I'd probably storm the Capitol. All right, that got real for a second for you guys, yeah. That coup shit was nuts, man. A few of you look kind of mad at me a little bit. I like that. January 6th was crazy. For me, it felt weird because I come from a country where they be cooing. You know, they cool all the time where I come from, you know what I mean? So to see Americans cool, I was like, what are you guys cooling about? There's nothing to cool about here, you know? It's ridiculous. Seeing Americans cool was like when my rich friend would come to my house and bitch about his house. He'd just come over and be like, your house is so dope, there's no authority, there's no rules. I'd be like, yeah, there's also no food. Your house is way better, man. That friend's house is the house where I learned what a Pop-Tart was. Yeah, best summer of my life, dog, straight up. 13 years old. Same summer I learned how to cum. It was awesome. I almost came when I ate the Pop-Tart. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. You guys know what Pop-Tarts? That's what America is right there, dog. They were so good. And you know what's fucked up? I didn't even know about, I ate that shit out the box. You guys know about toasting Pop-Tarts? Like 3 years later, I figured out about that shit, dog. 3 years later, my same boy who put me on was like, yo, go toast it. I was like, toast it? Fucking ate the shit that Pop-Tart jizz? Are you kidding me? I was gay for Pop-Tarts for like a whole summer. It was amazing. It was also the same summer I learned what a pantry was. Because in my house, we had a cabinet. We had one cabinet. My friend was like, you guys have pantries? Clap it up if you had a pantry. Oh, you lying fucks. I'm not gonna rob you, you weirdos. You're like, you might follow us home, honey. Pantries are crazy. For me, it was one little cabinet and like one section of the cabinet. That's where we kept the chips, you know? He was like, go grab yourself a Pop-Tart in the pantry. I was like, what's the pantry? He was like, it's the room for our snacks. The room for your snacks? Your snacks pay rent? That's crazy, dog. Insane, man. But it's always people like that who vote for Trump. That's who voted for Trump. It was that kid who life was easy for him. They used to feed me all the time because they thought I was like a poor brown kid. I wasn't, but she was making chicken cutlets and I wasn't gonna turn them down. She had all those white mom sayings all around her house. You guys, it's wine o'clock somewhere, you know, suck it up, buttercup and shit like that. She had one, though, that I thought was so funny. She had one that said, the sexiest women have the messiest kitchens. This lady's kitchen was spotless. She had house cleaners. I was like, what? I used to tell my boy, like, yo, leave a dish out or something, dog. You're making your mom look bad, you know? I voted for Kamala this past election. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, yeah. And that was a hard process in itself. I didn't realize, did you guys know you have to register to vote? Yeah, that's insane. My car's not even registered. Are you serious? I pulled up like, what? It was cool though. I didn't mind voting for Kamala. I voted on her for the same reason your grandparents voted for JFK. She was hot. She was a very sexy lady, I'm not gonna lie. I listened to her speeches on mute. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. That shit was amazing. There was that weird point, too, where everyone who, voted for Trump, fine, whatever, you want to do your thing, do your thing. But then they were like, and he's hotter than her. And I was like, come on. No way, you know? I can't get behind that. She's a baddie boom baddie. That's why when she lost, I was blown away. I was like, this baddie lost? Are you kidding me? Like, when Hillary lost, I was like, well, yeah, okay. She's an uggo. She's kind of, her own husband don't respect her. I'm not gonna start, you know? You know what's fucked up about that joke is that all happened before I was born. Just joking about history at this point, man, you know? Also, you could tell a woman is sexy by her laugh, you could tell how good in bed she is by her laugh. That is the telltale sign, Yeah, all the dudes are looking around like, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. No. That's what it is, I'm telling you, man. You see Kamala Harris's laugh? That's a lady who knows what the fuck she's doing, Middle of her speech talking about coconut trees and shit. We do not all exist. The second I saw her vein pop out, I'm like, you got my vote, I'm all in, yeah. Let's get her in the war room, Not Hillary Clinton's laugh. Remember her laugh? Super uncomfortable. She used to laugh with her mouth closed. What secrets are you hiding, Hillary? I also voted for Kamala because of the whole abortion thing. Everyone thinks because my mom had me young, I would be pro-life, but I'm pro-choice because I get laid. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I get laid, yeah. And we should have seen Trump was gonna be pro-life. We should have seen that coming from a mile away because he kept every single one of his kids. And they're all retarded. My mom used to say to me growing up, she used to say, Matthew, you should be grateful I gave you this life. I gave it to you. Yeah. She used to say it to me all the time. I remember. I used to respond to her, be like, you gave me? Really, Mom? You gave me? Didn't you try to abort me 3 times, Mom? Did you give me this life or did I earn it? That's also why I'm pro-choice. I take a very conservative stance. I don't think these fetuses shouldn't have to go through what I had to go through, all right? Figure it out the way I had to figure it out. Euro step the hanger, okay? Thank you guys. I'm Matthew Arevalo. You guys are great.